The job is well done. Thank you so much. Is it I have Hanukkah yell for the children.
As we are celebrating this joyous holiday of Hanukkah, we have to remember that this year is a little bit different, to say the least, than every year. There's ancient custom that when we are taking the groom or bride to a chuppah, which is the most joyous occasion in one's life, at the end of the chuppah we break a glass to remember the tragedies of the past. So as we're getting ready to celebrate Hanukkah this year, we cannot do it without remembering this horrible tragedy that I think has changed the outlook of every person in this wonderful city of Jersey City. So I would like to start with asking everyone to rise for a moment of silence. However, I would like to qualify, what does a moment of silence mean? We should remember that a moment of silence is not passivity, because hatred thrives when there is passivity. We have to always stand up and do something about it. But the moment of silence is to contemplate that it is the mission and the job of everyone who can call himself a human being to contemplate what can he or she do to bring more light, and something that this should never happen again. So this is the moment of silence for contemplation and remembrance of this wonderful police officer who has lost his life defending all of us. Let's also remember those innocent people who were just getting ready for holidays, for the Sabbath. And all of them, their lives were snuffed out in a most cruel and hateful way. So let's remember them and contemplate what can we do to bring light where the darkness is. Moment of silence. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
So I'm Rabbi Bronwyn of the conservative synagogue B'nai Jacob that is situated on the edge of West Side Avenue. And we take great pride, actually, in being a part of this unique neighborhood. And one of the things that is, I think, hit especially close to home for many of our community members was the fact that to actually be a light, to serve as a light, to actually earn this honor of publicizing the miracle of Hanukkah, this idea of light that really should only last one day, but supposed to last for 8. It actually is not only an honor, but it's a responsibility. And so when we talk about the miracle of Hanukkah, of the idea of oil that was only supposed to last for one day, but lasted for 8, we learn of the mitzvah, of the commandment, to publicize that miracle, to make that miracle known. Now, the word to publicize a miracle, the phrase pirsum mitzvah, is related to the modern Hebrew word mifarsem, which is to make famous, to make known. This word is so important because in recent events in this city, there's been a lot of publicity around this neighborhood. There's been an incredible amount of public attention about the dynamics and the community and its history. And now more than ever, it's pivotal for us as a community, as a diverse community, to ask, what actually are we publicizing? What will our menorot, our beautiful menorahs like this one here, what are they going to represent moving forward? What are they going to represent after 8 days of prayers and statements and vigils and demonstrations? This Hanukkah, this year, is asking a really pivotal, hard question. In fact, what is the light going to look like after 8 days are done? I feel incredibly privileged as one of the newest members of the clergy community of Jersey City to be with such illustrious minds, people who have been doing such incredible work. I feel deeply humbled. And not just with this clergy community, but with the larger, broader clergy community and the social activist community, the people here of this city that make it great, the people who I've had the great pleasure to meet and work with now, who have given me such a great education. Well, the name of this holiday, Hanukkah, also comes from the Hebrew word chinuch, which actually means to educate. I want to pledge today, as a representative of my congregation of B'nai Jacob on West Side Avenue, that we pledge to be an active part of Greenville. We pledge to be an active part of Burke and Lafayette. We pledge to be an active part of the various movements and activist groups from the African American community and from the many diverse communities that are working to do the good work of community network building here. That's what the light of our community is going to look like, and it's not going to be easy. Part of the reason that this season celebrates not only Hanukkah, the holiday of lights, but Kwanzaa as well, a holiday honoring the incredibly rich tradition that African Americans have contributed to this country. In fact, as I've been educated by many of my collaborators recently, to start thinking about this country could not be what it is in any capacity without the contributions of African American culture and ideologies. It literally could not exist. But the reason that these two holidays focus on light is because we need light. We need to feel good. We need it. So I want to bless us all here to enjoy, to really relish the beauty of this menorah, the beauty of this community that we're all a part of, the beauty of the work that we can all do, to relish in it, to love the light, and let that light power and light the way forward for what's going to happen come 2020. What is the next step for all of us? We can take it together. Thank you so much for welcoming me into your community. I want to wish everyone here a happy Hanukkah, a Merry Christmas, and a beautiful Kwanzaa season, and let 2020 be one where we see each other more and more doing the good work. Thank you.
The concept of Hanukkah in general is that we're lighting the menorah after sunset. When there is dark outside, our job is to light up the world. A second message of Hanukkah, that we are not satisfied with lighting one candle, but when God gave us another day to live, we are lighting a second candle. And when God gives us a third day to live, we're lighting a third candle. That two messages are very special this year here in Jersey City. In our moment of darkness, I am here standing by this podium for the 41st time. 40 consecutive years, I was lighting here the menorah with different mayors in any administration that was here. But the darkness that we had 2 weeks ago was never a presence as before. And our job is today is to push away the darkness. And that menorah that will lead up our house, our storefront, our community, and when it starts here in Jersey City, as the center of the town, that will give us hope, and that will give us the ability to continue to function as respect one person to another person, no matter what's our background, no matter what's our religion, no matter race or anything. We are all human beings, and we all are created by the image of God. And at that moment, when we will start to learn how to respect one another, our city will be a much better city.